This is Pastor Tim from Bend and Lomita United Methodist Churches, coming to you with the great themes of the Bible. The idea is that when you know the themes of the Bible, the overarching themes, then you can understand some of the scriptures that you're reading. If you have no background in Bible study or even Bible reading, that might be helpful to understand what you're looking for. And so today we're going to talk about wilderness. Wilderness was an interesting place in the Bible because it was a dangerous place. It was a place where predators were running loose and where there was no law. There was no law in between the cities. And so there were thieves and robbers and murderers who were out in the wilderness. So it could be a very dangerous place. It was also a necessary place because that's where you took the sheep to be fed and watered. You couldn't just stay around where you were because there wouldn't be enough grass for them to eat. And it's also traveling from place to place. You had to go through the wilderness. But the wilderness could be a place of great spiritual adventure also. It was after Moses led the people of Israel out of bondage in Egypt that they spent 40 years in the wilderness where they learned dependence upon God because they had neither enough food or water. So each day they had to depend upon God to take care of their needs. It's also where they learned to be a community and learn to take care of one another. It was a necessary part. Elijah spent 40 days in the wilderness when he was going to the mountain of God to be informed by God about his mission to go out into the world to speak the truth to power. Jesus spent 40 days in the wilderness as he was sorting through his calling to be the Savior, to be the Son of God, and what that exactly meant. He was tempted there to make it something else, his mission something else, he was tempted probably all during his life, his ministry, to make his mission something else than what God had given him. But he learned to be faithful to that mission. Wildernesses can be all sorts of places, and wildernesses can be in our own minds, or even in a city or among a lot of people. Anywhere where we feel alone, anywhere where we feel without resources, that can be a wilderness. It can also be a place where we hear the still small voice of God, that God has a chance to speak to us because we've left behind all the trappings of society, all the busy schedules, all the noise, all the people, and have a chance to be alone with God. So wilderness can be a great spiritual experience too. It can be a great hardship, and it can be a great opportunity for growth. May your wildernesses be a time in which you listen to the voice of God.